Hola! It's been a while since I've been on here. I've been at my mom's for Christmas and it's New Year's Eve, and so I'm about to go to my dad's tomorrow, so while I was in the transition period between places to visit, I wanted to go ahead and do some video blogging. Something I like to do every year is I like to make a list of New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people do this, and a lot of people don't like doing this, but I think it's kind of fun. Sometimes I need a kickstart to start doing something with myself, and New Year's always seems like a good chance to attempt to do that. So I usually make a list every year. I don't necessarily always follow up with everything, but I do the best I can. And so I have 4 resolutions for this year, but before I do those, I want to go over the last year's resolutions that I made. I actually made 6 last year, and I succeeded with some of them and I didn't with others, and so I'm going to talk about those. My first resolution was to read 15 books, and as of 2 days ago, I completed that goal and I'm super pumped about it. The past few years, I've had book reading goals and I was just never able to quite get there. I think the year before, this past year, I had a goal of 20, and that was just being a full-time college student and being involved in everything I'm involved in, that was just kind of impossible. So I lowered it to 15 for this year, and I met it, and I'm super pumped. My other goal was to lose 10 to 15 pounds. I didn't quite meet this. At one point I did lose some weight, but it came back, and oh well. My third resolution was to not drink sodas this year. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one was a complete, because the only soda I had all year was at like an event, a school event, and all they had to drink were sodas. So I kind of had to drink a soda if I wasn't going to drink anything, and I waited for it to get flat so it wouldn't hurt my stomach. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I achieved this one. I have not, other than the one, I haven't had any sodas this year, and I'm pretty proud of that. My fourth one was I wanted to learn how to sew. Kind of forgot I made that goal. As much as I would love to learn to sew, I'm probably not going to have time this year, so we're going to postpone that for another time. My fifth resolution was I wanted to go through all of my stuff and get rid of stuff, and I basically did this. I mean, I didn't go through everything I have. I still have some things to go through in our storeroom, but I went through everything that I brought into the apartment, and I got rid of like 6 boxes of things. So I'm going to say this one was also a complete, because I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty proud of that, because it's hard for me to get rid of stuff. My last resolution was I wanted to upload all my video blog once a week. If you follow me at all and keep track of my videos, you know this didn't happen. There were points during the year where I was doing really well with the once a week thing, and then it just kind of fell off the bandwagon because of school mostly, and so whoops. I won 3, I lost 3, so half is pretty good, I think, as far as completing goals for the new year. Okay, so I have 4 that I've made for this year, and I tried to make them a little more realistic. I mean, last year's were they were sort of realistic, but time got away from me for some of them. So my first resolution for 2015 is like I want to meet the 15 book challenge again. I'm going to read 15 more books. Some of them will be rereads, and some of them will be books I've read for the first time. I actually just put a bunch of new books that I got after Christmas shopping and stuff over on my bookshelf in my bedroom, and my bookshelf is now completely full. I had to take a couple off that I'm going to eventually donate to Half Price Books. So I'm getting to that point where I'm running out of books I want to get rid of, and so I need to just start reading what's on my shelf instead of buying new books, and that's a great way to meet my New Year's resolution of 15 books again. So my second goal is kind of weight related. I want to try and not necessarily get like super skinny and lose a lot of weight like that, but I want to be healthier, and I want to look healthier and feel healthier, and by doing that I have to eat healthier. I've tried a few different kinds of ways of like diets in the past, and I haven't really found one that's worked for me yet. So it's not really a New Year's resolution, but it's just a goal that's going to start on the 4th of January when I get back from my dad's, which is I'm going to try the paleo diet. I found out about the paleo diet from my friend Erin, who found it on nerdfitness.com, which I'll put a link to below. And they have an app where you can go and look and see what foods are paleo friendly. And basically the paleo diet is, long story short, going back to eating what was eaten in like caveman times. So like meat and fruit and vegetables and eggs and stuff like that, which I eat a lot of now, but now I'm going to cut out like grains and dairy and stuff like that. So that's going to be hard at first, but I figure I'll start it And the reason it's not really a New Year's resolution is because I'm putting a goal of 2 months to see if this works, because I feel like it takes that long for you to really find out if a certain diet is really working for your body. So I'm giving myself a goal of 2 months. If it's working, I'm gonna stick with it, and then it'll become a New Year's resolution. If it's not working, I'm gonna find something else. I'll put a link to Nerd Fitness down in the description so you can check that out if you're interested. So we'll see if this works. My third resolution is I want to learn how to crochet. The main reason I want to learn how to crochet is because I'm making a blanket for someone, and the pattern needs for me to be able to crochet the edges. And even though I know people that can crochet and that could do that for me, I want to learn how to do it myself so I can say I made the blanket completely and fully. So that's going to be a thing. I'm going to learn to crochet at some point, and that's going to have to be soon. I've always wanted to learn how to crochet anyway, so now is a great excuse. And my fourth one is kind of one of the same ones as last year. I want to get rid of more stuff. I'm talking mostly about stuff that I haven't gone through yet that's in the storeroom that I can't really get to right now, but I know I will eventually at some point this year. I want to go through that and I want to get rid of most of it because I think most of the stuff I want to keep is already in the apartment. So I want to go through some of my old stuff and get rid of it, find what stuff I do want to keep and put it in a better place to store. So that's going to happen at some point. And I'll probably go through this entire apartment again and get rid of some stuff because I have a lot of stuff. So that's my New Year's resolutions, and that's really all I have to say about that, and I've rambled on long enough, I think. So I would say I'm trying to do better with the video blog thing, but I've got a bunch of stuff coming up, so I'm not even going to pretend like I'm gonna keep up with it. But I am going to try and upload a little more often than I did this year. I just try to remind myself to stay on top of things. So that's that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!